No one at the White House expected the moment that was about to unfold. It began as a quiet afternoon, a routine day, and a private meeting scheduled behind closed doors. But everything changed the second a motorcade, unlike any Washington had seen, began rolling through the gates. A sleek convoy of armored black vehicles, surrounded by heavy security and Saudi royal guards, pulled directly toward the West Wing. Staff members froze, Secret Service shifted into high alert formation, and whispers filled the halls. Because stepping out of the first vehicle was one of the most powerful men on earth, the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. But that alone wasn't the shock. Moments later, another door opened, and out stepped one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. Cristiano Ronaldo, the football legend, dressed in an elegant suit, sunglasses on, walking with the confidence of a man used to having entire stadiums chant his name. Even Secret Service agents looked at each other, as if wondering whether they were witnessing a surprise no one had prepared for. Inside, Donald Trump had been expecting a standard diplomatic meeting. Nothing unusual, nothing historic. But when an advisor rushed into the room and whispered, "Sir, you're going to want to see this," Trump raised an eyebrow. He walked toward the window, looked outside, and suddenly his entire expression changed. He wasn't just surprised, he was stunned. "Is that Cristiano Ronaldo?" he said, almost laughing. "What is he doing here with MBS?" Trump quickly straightened his jacket and headed for the entrance, trying to maintain composure as cameras began capturing the moment. When the doors opened, Trump walked out with his classic confident stride, but the shock on his face was impossible to hide. Mohammed bin Salman stepped forward first, greeting Trump with a firm handshake. Then Ronaldo followed, flashing a small smile as Trump looked at him and said, "Well, I was not expecting that today." Everyone laughed, a moment of pure disbelief in the middle of the White House lawn. But the big question on everyone's mind was simple. Why were the Saudi Crown Prince and Cristiano Ronaldo arriving together? And why now? As the three men walked inside, what happened next remained hidden from the public for hours. But insiders later revealed that the meeting was anything but ordinary. In the privacy of the Roosevelt Room, MBS wasted no time revealing the purpose of the visit. He spoke of massive global projects, new partnerships, and a future vision connecting technology, entertainment, tourism, and international sports. And Cristiano Ronaldo wasn't there as a celebrity. He was there as a collaborator, a global ambassador, and a key figure in Saudi Arabia's plan to reshape the world of sports and luxury living. Trump listened carefully. He asked questions. He joked with Ronaldo about football and fame. But behind the light-hearted conversations was a serious discussion about global influence. The Crown Prince discussed Saudi Arabia's futuristic megacities, its expanding sports empire, and its rising position on the world stage. Trump, known for his love of grand-scale ventures, showed clear fascination. The most surprising moment came when Ronaldo began sharing his own vision, how sports, diplomacy, and global unity could be connected through major tournaments, youth academies, and worldwide outreach programs. Trump leaned back, looking impressed. "You're not just a football star," he said. "You're thinking like a world leader." Ronaldo laughed, but the message was clear. He wasn't just there to meet. He was there to influence. As the meeting continued, the atmosphere shifted from surprise to strategy. Maps were laid out. Presentations were shown. Even Secret Service members glanced at each other, trying to figure out how a simple meeting had transformed into something that looked more like a global summit. Outside, the press had gathered in massive numbers. Helicopters hovered. Speculation exploded on every news network. Some thought it was about sports deals. Others believed it involved global investments. But no one knew the truth, and the silence from inside the White House only fueled the suspense. Finally, after nearly 2 hours, the door opened. Trump walked out first, smiling. MBS followed, calm and confident. Then Cristiano Ronaldo stepped into the light, instantly triggering a wave of explosive camera flashes. Reporters shouted questions, but none of the three men revealed any details. The mystery only grew. What happened next, however, became the clip that went viral around the world. As Trump and Ronaldo walked side by side, Trump said, "Cristiano, next time you visit the U.S., give me a little warning. I need time to prepare. Ronaldo laughed and replied, I like surprises. MBS smiled quietly behind them, fully aware that the entire world was watching this unexpected alliance. But the biggest shock came later that evening. A leaked insider report claimed that the meeting wasn't just about sports or diplomacy. It hinted at discussions involving a multi-billion-dollar collaboration that could reshape entertainment, global sporting events, high-tech development, and luxury tourism. And with Ronaldo now serving as a global face of Saudi Arabia's growing influence, this partnership could redefine the balance of power in sports and business. By midnight, the internet was in full storm. Social media exploded with theories, edits, fan reactions, and speculation. Why were Trump, MBS, and Cristiano Ronaldo meeting together? What were they planning? And how would this unusual combination of politics, royalty, and sports superstardom impact the world? One thing became absolutely clear. This wasn't just a diplomatic meeting. It was a statement, a symbol of how powerful alliances are formed in the modern era, not just with world leaders, but with global icons who influence millions. And while the true reason behind that surprise White House visit may remain hidden for now, the moment itself became one of the most shocking and talked about events of the year. Donald Trump never expected the Saudi crown prince and Cristiano Ronaldo to walk into the White House together. But when they did, they sparked a story that the entire world is still trying to understand. As the world tried to decode the sudden alliance, more information quietly leaked from inside the White House. Sources revealed that Trump had originally scheduled a small strategy meeting about international investments and future U.S. partnerships. Nothing dramatic, nothing breaking news. But when MBS decided to bring Cristiano Ronaldo along, the meeting instantly transformed into something far bigger, something symbolic. Ronaldo's presence sent a message. Saudi Arabia wasn't just coming with political power. It was coming with cultural influence, global branding, and a superstar who millions admire across continents. Inside the meeting, Trump reportedly commented that Ronaldo had more influence than most world leaders, and the Crown Prince agreed, explaining how athletes today shape global opinion in ways politicians can't. The conversation then shifted toward the future. Specifically, how nations would use sports, entertainment, and public icons to strengthen international relationships. Ronaldo shared how his projects in Saudi Arabia were connecting youth, developing new talent, and bridging cultures. Trump nodded, acknowledging that sports diplomacy had become one of the strongest tools of soft power.